You have probably tried running, sprinting and all of these crazy high intensity workouts, but you're still feeling stuck and you don't seem to lose weight. And in today's video I want to share with you the easiest and simplest cardio training you can implement starting today so that you can finally see results and lose weight. Hi, my name is Dennis and I made it my mission to make fitness and weight loss a lot more beginner friendly and transparent again. So if you're also feeling stuck and this is exactly the content you need, make sure to subscribe to the channel. And also you could help this video out to reach a lot more people like you and me who want simple and honest fitness advice by just giving it a like. The truth is, intense exercises often fail because they are just so hard to stick with. You probably think that you need to do the hardest and most difficult exercises to burn as much calories as possible to lose weight. There's a problem with these really intense exercises that you will most likely not stick to them because they are just way too difficult and really intense for your body. And losing weight or burning as many calories as possible is not always about doing the hardest exercises, but those exercises that you can consistently do from a day-to-day basis. For example, do you know that walking 10,000 steps burns an estimated 300 calories? That is as much as any of these really intense workouts that you find on the internet. And also walking uphill, for example, burns a lot more calories than just walking on a flat street. So basically you're exchanging these high intense cardio exercises that you will most likely not stick to just for something simple that you can do every single day, which in this case is walking. And as I said, you're burning the same amount of calories but with way lower effort. And that is also why I always say that walking is the most favorite activity I do throughout the day.
Oh, hello.
I don't do all of this other cardio stuff. I'm not really a fan of it, and you are probably neither. So walking is the king, and doing it consistently every single day is basically what brings you forward to your goal. The secret about long-term results is not about doing something hard, but about doing something that you can be consistent with. So focus on the habit and not the intensity. For example, you could make it a habit instead of taking the car when you go into the supermarket to buy food or anything that you need, to basically just walk. The next way to stay consistent is to have something that tracks your steps. Maybe you have your phone with you all the time, or maybe you have one of those smartwatches already, and you should make it a goal to at least walk like 10,000 steps a day, or maybe your goal could be 5,000 steps at the beginning, and then you can just increase the intensity throughout the next days that you're walking. Let's say 5,000 steps today, 7,000 tomorrow, 8,000 the next day, and so on, until you are reaching a point that is your goal. For example, 10,000, like we say, to burn extra 300 calories. And every day you're gonna go and check your phone now or whatever device you're using. And in the moment your step goal is not reached yet, just go outside, walk those rest steps, get them in, make it a habit, and be proud of yourself because you actually reached your goal throughout that day. Most of those apps have even like a sparkly explosion at the end that you made the steps. Master the calorie deficit. Now that we know that walking 10,000 steps burns an estimated 300 calories, we can incorporate that easily into our caloric deficit plan. For example, if your maintenance calories would be 1,800 calories, but you're walking 10,000 steps every single day now, you're making that your habit, then you will automatically burn 300 calories more than you're actually consuming, even if you would eat 1,800 calories now. And that would mean that over a long enough time frame, you're actually going to lose a lot of body fat from your body just by incorporating this easy activity walking. So basically what I'm saying here is that you can adjust your caloric deficit by just increasing the amount of steps you are doing, always keeping in mind that 10,000 steps equals 300 extra calories burned. And that also means that you could increase the food a tiny bit again so that you are not starving yourself, and you can make the diet an actual consistent diet that you could stick to long term, so that you're not yo-yo dieting anymore, you're not lowering your calories in the food too much anymore, so you are not hungry all the time, you're just increasing the steps and you're increasing the food and have the same outcome of weight loss basically. So this is pretty genius in my opinion, because walking makes the diet so much easier. You have way more flexibility. Now because you are walking, you can include your favorite foods again.
Why are you running? Oh, hello.
The most important part about walking is that you are doing it consistently and that you listen to your body. Just because you want to be in a higher caloric deficit, it is basically not a good idea to increase the intensity of walking too much. For example, I don't think it is a good idea to now go walk for 900 extra calories burned every single day. That would take way too much time. It's in roughly 90 minutes every 10,000 steps. So you would basically walk for 270 minutes a day, which most of the people don't have the time for it. But also it is way too intense on your body, and you should stick to the basics of 10,000 steps a day for the first, let's say, 1 month. We don't want walking to basically be the next running, so it needs to be kinda easy and sustainable to do. So my recommendation here would be lower your step count if you feel fatigued and listen to your body if you need a break. There's no rule that you need to always do 10,000 steps. You can also do like 7,000 steps, or maybe 12,000 if you think that you are more fit now. And fact is, you can always eat a little bit less and then walk a little bit less. And then on other days when you feel better, you can walk a lot more and then basically eat a little bit more again. The whole point why we are including something easy as walking is that you don't need to overcomplicate your diet and weight loss anymore, because walking is so simple to follow and you can just adjust the intensity of walking. You can walk more or less depending on the day, and then just adjust the food. So basically, if you're mastering your walking patterns, you will be super free in your diet and it will be so much easier to lose weight now. I hope that these tips have helped you to see how simple fitness can actually be. Let me know in the comments below how many steps did you do today and what is your goal for tomorrow. If this video was helpful to you and you want to see more content just like this one, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Thank you so much for watching. If you have any more questions, also leave them down in the comments below, and I see you in the next one.